Welcome once again. So in my phone call 2 days ago, I informed you that we are assessing your balance today and that you are required to take ample rest, restrain from exercise, no alcohol, no caffeine, food and tobacco within 3 hours of testing, as well as to drink sufficient amount of fluid over 24 hours. So, do you get enough rest?
Yes.
Do you exercise today?
No.
Drank any alcohol or caffeine?
Underage.
Took food or tobacco?
No.
Good. So this assessment will consist of 2 exercises, one static and one dynamic. We'll be using the stock test and the star excursion balance test. The stock test would require you to balance on one leg on the ball of your foot for as long as possible. You have 3 attempts for both legs. As for the star excursion test, you are required to stand in the center of a star, using one foot to reach as far as possible along the line while maintaining balance. These 2 tests are normally used to identify general whole body, balance, physical performance, which can be used to identify risks and defects that in postural control due to muscular skeletal injuries. I would like to inform you that there might be a little bit of physical contact, as I would have to correct you if there are any mistakes. I may even terminate the exercise if I notice physical or verbal manifestation of severe fatigue, if your heart rate does not increase or it exceeds your maximum heart rate. You are also allowed to stop the exercise at any point in time that you don't feel well or feel uncomfortable. May I have your consent on the test?
Yes.
Nice. So right now I'll have to take your heart rate and blood pressure, as well as measuring your leg length after. Is that okay?
Alright.
Alright. So your blood pressure looks normal, which is at 119/68. And your heart rate is 67 beats per minute. Now, I have to measure your leg length. So I'll need you to stand up and lie down on the bed. So upon lying down, I need you to point to me your hip bone. The highest point of your hip bone. Okay. So I may have to do some palpation on you. Is that fine by you? Is that fine by you? Okay. So right leg is 94 cm. Okay. Your left leg is 96 cm. You may stand up now. Now that I have your result, let's do some simple warm-ups to prevent injuries. So next we have 2 exercises. Next, I need you to do some knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 10 times. Okay? And ready? 1, 2, 3. Next, I need you to do swings. Well done. So now, firstly, we'll be doing on stock test. So let me demo to you how it will look like. Firstly, I need you to put your hands on your hips. Then put one leg in the part of your knee, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna rise up and hold there as long as possible. Okay? And then we'll do it for both legs, and you have 3 tries each. You may try a little bit before we start the actual test. Put it on here. Do you think you're ready to carry on with the test? So since you're ready, I would like to remind you that I may stop the test at any point in time where I realize your hand gets off your hip or your heel touches on the floor. Then I'll stop the time. Okay? So I want you to look straight, keep your back upright, and focus on balance. Alright? You may stand here. You can take a step forward. Yes. Please let me know once you're ready to rise up, okay? Okay, you may put your leg in the inner part of your thigh. And when you're ready, let me know. Okay, ready, go. So great job on completing the exercise. Now let's move on to the star excursion balance test. Alright, so what I'll need you to do, sorry if you excuse me a little bit, I need you to stand in the middle of the star, which is this point here. Stand. And then what I need you to do is try to balance on one leg while trying to touch the lines coming up, all without putting weight on your reaching leg. Okay? You may try a few times. Are you ready? Okay, so a reminder to try to reach as far as you can, and when you're there, I will put some tapes to mark the distance, okay? You may begin when you're ready. Which leg will you be doing first? Left. Alright, so I'll need you to face to your right, turn 90 degrees to your right, as there's a space constraint there. Okay, you may begin when you're ready. After resting for 10 minutes, I will have you take your blood pressure again to ensure that it is within normal range. It's back to your resting range. Okay, your heart rate is fine. It's back to normal. It is 121/73 and your heart rate is 74 beats per minute. So with that, we have come to the end of the test. And I would like to let you know that I'll look through your results and let you know in the next session. Alright? Then I'll see you then.
Now moving on to discussion and recommendation. As seen here, this is Rex results for stock test, with Rex highest average timing for his left leg is 1.5 and 1.33 for his right leg. So Rex is 16, hence I use the national norms for males and female saber instead of the norms. His results fall under the pro category, however, which shows that Rex will need to work hard to improve his balance by training his ankle stabilizers as well as his core muscles. This includes the rectus abdominis and obliques. So I have prescribed a few exercises for Rex just so that he can work on his stock test. For flexibility training, I have assigned him the gastrocnemius stretch as well as the soleus stretch. Next, the resistance training for strength and strength endurance. I've used calf raises and toe stands. So if he finds it very easy to stand on both legs to do these two exercises, he can increase the intensity by doing calf raises and toe stands on a single leg. For core training, Rex will have to do planks and side planks, which targets the rectus abdominis as well as the obliques as mentioned earlier. So single leg balance and single leg stability ball will help with Rex's functional balance. Next, moving on to the star excursion balance test. Rex's leg length measurement on his right leg is 94 cm and on his left leg is 96 cm. Rex's right leg as his reaching leg, his highest normalized distance is 76.6 while his lowest normalized distance is 51.064. Looking at his left leg as his reaching leg, his highest normalized distance is 76.042, while his lowest normalized distance is 64.583. Moving on to my analysis. Despite Rex's highest and lowest normalized distance for both legs, both of them fall short of the average normalized distance for the star excursion balance test. So this means that Rex has a poor balance, especially in motion. I have also noticed that his right leg is poorer than the left leg as the reaching. So this could also mean that he will have to work more on his stabilizers, such as the ankles at the hip, since it plays a major role as a hinge in this star excursion balance test. So to help Rex, I have come up with an exercise program. Stability training, I have given Rex gastrocnemius and soleus stretch. So these two stretch are part of the calf. Gastrocnemius is stretching with straight leg, while soleus is stretching with a bent leg. For strength and strength endurance, I've used 3-way hip in standing as well as isometric rows. 3-way in hip standing targets the hip flexors, while the isometric wall sits targets his quadriceps. Next, for core training, I have prescribed Rex planks and cable rotation. Next, to work on his functional balance, I have prescribed him single leg Romanian deadlift using just body weight, as well as single leg sit to stand.